everyone, it's Adriana. Welcome back to Just Like That. In today's video, we're gonna talk about a very sensitive topic, and that is failing your New Year's resolutions because, yo, this happens to me every year. Now, I know this sounds kind of negative, and it's not really supposed to be. It's more just supposed to be funny because I feel like everyone fails these. It's just hard to stick to all of them, and that is totally okay. However, if you're looking for some uplifting motivational advice as to how to actually keep your New Year's resolutions, then you guys should go check out one of our most recent videos. It's called How to Slay 2017, and that'll tell you exactly how to stick to your resolutions. But for now, let's make fun of ourselves and just talk about all the ones that we can't stick to. Cool. The first resolution people fail is to work out more and get in shape. Should I work out or should I watch Netflix? I really need to work out. Nah, Netflix. Raise your hand if one year you had the resolution to work out more and you didn't quite accomplish it. In an ideal world, I would really stick with my idea of working out many times a week, but life gets in the way and that's okay. But a piece of advice, the gyms will always be the most packed in January and February, and then people will slowly start to trickle off, and it's because everyone wants to work out and they buy gym memberships over the new year so that they can start getting more in shape, and then most of them don't follow through with it. But advice, do workout classes, they're really fun, or you could do exercises in your own room, and yes, Netflix counts as an exercise. The next resolution that people fail often is to call your relatives more or talk to them in general. Ooh, should I call my uncle back? Or should I watch Netflix? Netflix. We all know that we have that grandma or grandpa or aunt or cousin who we kind of avoid phone calls with. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you don't like that person, it's just, it's 2017. Phone calls are a little bit, I don't know, not texting. I sound like an idiot, but you know what I mean. And I guarantee you fail it too. The next resolution is to write in your diary more often. Now, you may not have a diary, you may have a diary, but for those people that I know who have a diary, they always tell me that they want to write in it every single day. They want to journal, they want to write in it, they want to put something down on paper every single night. And guess what? The reality of the situation is that things come up. It's really hard to devote a time to physically write something down every single night. Personally, I have this little question book where it asks me one question every single day of the year for 5 years. So basically, after 5 years, you can look back and see how your answers have changed over time. It's super cool. And I tell myself every single year that I'm going to write in it every night. It is one sentence, okay? And I can't do it. I got this book in 2012 and it is now 2017. It has been the 5 years. Have I written in it? Nope. Also, not to mention, there's always that possibility of your diary getting into the wrong hands, which now we know how that one ends. The next one that people often fail is to learn to play a new instrument. Oh, I'm gonna learn this thing in no time. All right, here we go. Now, this often goes hand in hand with learning a new language. The problem with these resolutions is that it is a big goal. It is not easy to learn a new instrument. It is not easy to learn a new language. Now, it is doable. Sweet, I know 3 chords. Yeah, I'd say that's good for this year. So I'm not trying to say that people who don't accomplish this goal are people who give up, but I do know that it takes a lot of practice and you really have to want it in order to stick to that one. Maybe for this one you could lower the expectation. Like, instead of learning how to play the instrument completely in a year, you could say, like, I'm gonna learn how to play my 5 most favorite songs. I mean, that's huge. And then when people ask you if you can play guitar or whatever instrument, you can just whip it out and play those songs, and it seems like you know how to play it, because you kind of do. Now, the next one kind of depends on your age, but a resolution that a lot of people fail is to either save more money or to do enough chores to earn enough money to buy something you want. Now, the problem with the chores thing is that if your parents are giving you the option of doing chores or not for allowance, it's really hard to motivate yourself to do it. When I grew up, my parents said, yeah, you can do chores, earn a couple bucks, but you don't have to. And I said, and so usually I didn't do the work and I didn't get the money. Ladies and gents, if your parents are offering to give you money for chores, just do them. Then you can buy those boots you were saving up for, or that Naked 3 palette. The next resolution I hear a lot of people say is that they want to get good grades this year. Now, that is a great resolution, and I think a lot of people do achieve it. However, I think a lot of people overachieve in this category, and they set slightly unreal expectations. I'm gonna get a 4.0 this year, and there is nothing anyone can do to stop me. Here's how I put it. You always want to under-promise and over-deliver. That means if you tell yourself that you want to get a 3.2 and then you get a 3.5, you're gonna be even happier because you actually exceeded your goal, rather than trying to get a 4.0 and getting a 3.5 and being sad. Capiche? The next one is to stop eating junk food. Oh, the amount of times I've heard someone say this, or including myself, is a lot. But I will say that, again, moderation is key. You shouldn't have to tell yourself that you are going to stop completely eating junk food. but a lot of people do. And then they fail, which is why it is a part of this video right now. Plus, who's gonna wanna eat gluten-free broccoli, spinach, butternut squash, gross, healthy things when you can eat chocolate and In-N-Out and other things like that? That was a stupid example, I don't know. The next one is to be nicer to your siblings. This is a resolution that I think a lot of people have and can't quite manage. Let's be honest, when your little brother steals your bra and puts it on his head and runs around the house, you may not be happy about it. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right? All right, you guys, those were my ideas for some New Year's resolutions that I think a lot of people fail. It was just supposed to be kind of funny and fun because, yo, it's the new year. And I truly, though, believe on a serious note that you guys can honestly do anything that you set your minds and hearts to. So set realistic New Year's resolutions and you guys can seriously do anything. Again, check out our last video called How to Slay 2017 for some actual advice on how to literally slay 2017 and stick with your resolutions and have the greatest year ever. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to Just Like That for more weekly videos. I also have a channel, it'll be linked down below, and I also made a video about 2017 and how to slay it. So be sure to check that out if you want, and we will see you guys in our next videos. Bye!